Hello, everyone, and welcome to DroneNation for 5/31, 2021. As you can probably see, we're not live tonight. I'm here with my co-host, Marcus Crawford. I'm Ron Brown. We are taking the Memorial Day holiday off, and we'll be returning next week on June 7th, 2021, with another live show. So, tell you just a few quick words about the Memorial holiday in the U.S. because that kind of maybe misspoke last Monday to anybody that's not in the U.S. It's a holiday basically to honor and commemorate our fallen war heroes from all the U.S. wars over the years. And actually, I did a little study on Wikipedia. It was for the Civil War fallen war heroes until about 1970, and they actually had the holiday on May 30th. But in 1971, they moved the holiday to Memorial Day, whatever date that may occur on, and they included the fallen heroes of servicemen of all the wars, and not just the Civil War. So that's something I really did not know until I checked the Wikipedia. I was only like 11 years old in 71, so I kind of didn't remember that they didn't really celebrate it like that beforehand. That you didn't get the what do you call it, the official holiday off, business holiday off until 1971. But anyhow, I want to throw it over to my good friend Marcus Crawford. He's got a little, I don't have anybody that's actually, as far as I know, served and died in any of our past wars. But Marcus has a little bit more of a personal story to tell than I did. Marcus?
Thank you, Ron. Yeah, so Memorial Day always makes me think. From the time I was a young boy, my grandmother would always tell me about her brother, Clyde Wesley Seal was his name, and my middle name is the same as his. I was named, my middle name Wesley is because of my great uncle Clyde Wesley Seal, who unfortunately died in the very waning days of World War I. And Ron, I'm going to ask to share the screen here, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I have. And sorry that we've got that up, but hopefully you can see this. Let me make that a little bit larger. So this is the telegram that my great-great-grandmother received telling her about the death of her son, Clyde Wesley Seal. And you'll notice here he died on October 4th. Well, World War I ended on November 11th, I believe it was, is when the armistice signed. So it was the very end of the war. And if you look at the date on this, they didn't receive this until November 23rd. So as you can imagine, back in those days, we didn't have the kind of instant communication we have now. They knew the war was over, and my grandmother and my great-grandmother thought that her son and brother were coming home, and only to get this telegram and find out that he didn't, that he was killed. So that to me is just a heartbreaking story, particularly coming at the end of the war. So I want to show you another couple of things here. So this is the battle ribbon, or the victory ribbon that he received, and it's got 2 bronze stars at the top, talking about the Battle of St. Mihiel and the Meuse-Argonne battle. And then let me show you the back side of this. And on the back side of the victory ribbon here, it talks about the Great War for Civilization, and that's exactly what it was battling against dictatorship and freedom is what it boils down to. And it lists
And it was really our first world war in modern times.
First world war that the United States was involved in modern times, and it lists all of the countries that were involved in it there. So that's about it, Ron. I just want to make people aware of that. Memorial Day does mean something. It's not just an extra day off. And by all means, go out there and enjoy yourself, have your barbecue. Not saying that we're not supposed to celebrate, but we also need to remember the people that died so that we could have the things that we have today. And that goes all the way back to, over 100 years ago in World War I. And I can tell you this, that it made an impression on me as a young boy. I could still see the pain in my grandmother's eyes when she talked about her brother that didn't come home from the war. So, we don't want to go too far down that road, but I just thought it was worth talking about for just a second.
No, Marcus, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's a touching story, really, and it's something very personal to you, which it's just kind of special. So I really do appreciate you sharing that with us, because I don't have any type of personal story to share on that.
That's good that you don't, Ron. It's good that you don't.
Right. So, after a serious moment there, do we have any maybe drone news we want to catch people up on this kind of short, abbreviated, pre-recorded holiday show here?
I got a couple of things.
You just got a new drone in this week. The review's not out yet, but can you give us like a little sneak preview?
Yeah, the Bug 16. It is a big drone. I'm telling you, it folds up kind of like the Parrot Anafi. The front legs fold in and the back legs fold in. But it is a fairly good size, heavy drone. It's a powerful drone, brushless motors, moves right along pretty good. I had some mixed results with it. It did some things okay, other things not so much. Range is an issue. I'm in fact just editing that video right now, and that'll be coming out. So a couple things I was disappointed in. I had pretty high hopes for that drone. The other thing I got going on, Ron, is as you know, I dropped my FEMI Mini and messed up the gimbal and broke a leg on it. Well, our friend Jet Martin graciously decided he had ordered one from B&H, decided he didn't want it, so he diverted that shipment over to me, and I sent him the money for that drone. So that drone should be here on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully I can get that thing up and do some more testing. I really want to go through that drone like you have, Ron, go through it in detail and take a look at all the functions, because as we've discussed a lot, mini drones seem to be the future.
They're the folding drone of 2021 here. And to your point, I've flown my FEMI 3 times now, and I just posted the most recent video lately. I really haven't gone through all like the smart features and all that stuff, because I can't get past the simple things. Like we just got a new firmware update. I used to have it written down here. I think it's FC1110007, maybe some letter. But anyhow, it said it was supposed to fix the crooked horizon, and it has improved it. But fix is probably a strong word, but improved. But it's baby steps here with with the FEMI. But I still have other issues too. Just watch the video. I won't go on here in it. But I want to get deeper into the stuff. But I mean, it has to do the basic stuff for me. Like, why would anybody want to see if it does like some intelligent flight orbit correctly when the horizon's like this and the gimbal's shaking or whatever, and you can't even get the regular stuff right. So it's hard for me to move beyond that. But I'm hoping, I've heard from sources that we have another firmware update coming soon. People that are already on the beta, and also an app update coming soon. So I have high hopes, that these things will improve. I'm looking forward to Marcus getting it out in the field again.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try it out. And you've made this point before, Ron, that often 2 people will get the same model of drone, and one will have pretty good luck with it and the other one will not. We've noticed that, well, I think especially kind of on FEMI drones. So it's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, like for example, even though I'm having a lot of problems with my drone, they call it precise land. I guess they can't say precision land, but it precise lands on the pad. every automated return to home I've done, it has hit the pad every single time. The worst one I ever saw was it got maybe 2.5 legs on and one off, whatever. Most of the time it lands right at dead center. So, but other people like Gorilla Man, his doesn't land that well. So I mean, it like you just point out, it's everybody's is different.
Never know what you're going to get. Hey, Ron, you reminded me of something. I want to talk a little bit. You made a great video.
And I want to talk about this too, because you made a great comment in the video.
Go
ahead, Marcus.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't want to step on you if you had something to say about it. But
No. You go right ahead, and I want you to repeat the comment you made on the video. Right.
Yeah. So Ron highlighted this.
It's a product by a company called Towson. They make a lot of GoPro type accessories and so on. And what this product is, it allows you to be able to mount your GoPro on a standard
quarter 20
screw mount without having to put a GoPro adapter on.
Yeah.
But here's the fly in the but Marcus is going to tell you the fly in the ointment.
Yeah, with the media mod on the Hero 9, it's indented in there enough that quarter 20 thread won't get up in there far enough.
I mean, basically, what's holding back is this piece around here. It prevents your tripod from going in because of the cage is too thick around here. But here's the workaround, Marcus. If you have a camera like the Insta360, which this is for the current Insta360 Go X2, it comes with this tripod here with this thin piece on the top. Watch this, Marcus.
It will fit in there, huh?
Because see how I want to get the angle. The sides of the media mod here, don't this fits in that spot there. It's just thin enough that it fits around the cage of the media mod and goes in.
Yeah. Well, let me show. So I'll show you the difference then.
See how it fit right in, because again, awesome. It has this thin top on it, and it doesn't rub against the cage.
Yeah, and so the issue I have, I've got this one. This actually,
you've got a typical mount there, yes.
Yeah, I ordered this one, I think, from Drone Valley, and it will not get past that. The threads will not go deep enough in there to grab it.
This is the only one I have that'll work with this.
I think I need to pick up an Insta360 handle.
They call this the invisible selfie stick, because if you use this stick, you can't see the stick in the video with the Insta360 product.
So on the bottom of that stick, Ron, will it fit into a quarter 20? Does it have a quarter 20 hole in it? It does. Perfect.
Yeah, and this is that typical one where this I hate these things where you have to kind of twist them a certain way to get them to go up. I like the old-fashioned ones. I hate this twist. I could never get it right. Yeah, I can never get these twisties right, but you can mount on another one with this quarter-inch stick. I don't know how much this is if you buy this yourself. It's not a whole lot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the stick's $20. It's not a fortune.
This is an official Drone Valley stick.
How much is that?
I don't even remember what I paid.
I hate the price. Quote the price of this thing, but it's not that much if you really want to use your your GoPro Hero 9 inside the media mod and use the Towson adapter. You're already so far in the hole and buying all these accessories with another stick, right?
Yeah, that's just what.
Or you could just not use the media mod, and I can't find one in here, but just use one of those foam wind reduction things.
So, this is what I do right now, and of course I just use the little ears and put it on there. But it's Ron, you and I talk about this all the time. Every little minute that you can spend getting set up when you're out there getting ready to fly your drone or get a shot, it all means something. I mean, that's the value of things like the smart controller, right? You just you're not messing with your phone. You're up and flying in no
Yeah.
time. So
The
Ron,
5 minutes you're messing with accessories, it could get cloudy or whatever. In your case, a bunch of kids could start playing football, whatever. All those minutes that you save, something could go wrong. If
yeah.
you're wasting time with accessories, and also not only time saving, but how many times you got the feeling you don't have the proper GoPro mount?
Oh boy,
You're really up the creek.
no kidding.
You
Yeah,
left your GoPro mount in your other case or your other bag.
well, this kit behind me right here, I carry almost anything that I can possibly think of. I try and carry in there,
Yeah.
and inevitably, I always get out, and whatever the little piece is that I need, I don't
That's
have.
the only thing you don't have in there.
Yeah,
And that's because you needed it one time for something else. You took it out of the kit. And you never put it back again.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So, jumping ship here, back to news. When we do the next live show the 7th, we will have already seen the Hubsan Xeno Mini Pro release special video on the 5th. Will you be on the road on the 5th?
Well, no, we will be in Montana, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know exactly what our plan is that day.
You may not be able to watch it live.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And Martin's will be busy, but maybe I'll grab somebody else and maybe a couple guys, and we'll maybe go on DroneNation, do kind of a live, review of what we just saw.
Drone Talk Live.
A special Drone Talk Live that day, and who knows if Marcus has a couple free minutes, maybe he can hop on from his phone or something.
It's possible, very possible.
But we, try to grab a couple guys and maybe do, what do you call it, like a live afterthought of what we've seen that day, because hopefully that'll be the first time we actually see the real drone in a person's hand, and then maybe see some flight footage of it, from the air. So I mean, that'll definitely ease a lot of the concerns of many people who say, hey, we're only seeing the computer generated stuff here and so on.
Yeah, understood.
The 5th will be a big day. Mark that in your calendars.
Yeah.
And Marcus, have we seen any progress on our pre-order yet?
Not that I'm aware of, Ron.
Last time I looked, it was no different than the day we ordered it.
Yeah, no news. So it's interesting,
They used to say no news is good news, right?
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, I'm kind of sitting on pins and needles here, Ron, because we've been through this before where we put in an order for something like that, and then literally the release date gets pushed out, and next thing you know, you're 3 months later, and that's not an exaggeration, 3 months later, and you finally get a hold of the drone. So hopefully this will be different, and hopefully they'll meet their obligation to get it sent out when they said they were going to get it sent out. And we've talked about this on DroneNation before, Ron, but what we have to hope for is that unlike the FEMI Mini, that this drone is just ready to go out of the box, because the difference is we only paid $319 for that FEMI Mini on the initial run. Now this one is going to be really
$459 if you buy the base kit.
$459 if you buy the base one, which is $10 more than the equivalent DJI Mini 2. So I think you have every right to expect that you're going to pull that thing right out of the box, and it's going to fly, and it's going to be perfect, or nearly perfect, 99% perfect, and do everything that they say it's going to do. So
right, and let's say it's not even like a dead even head to head, because the FEMI Mini, the Hubsan Mini offers many more advanced features that you only in DJI you would only see in the Air 2 series of drones. You don't see at the Mini level.
Obstacle avoidance, minutes of flying time, etc. Yeah,
the big sensor. We've never seen this price point before.
Yeah, and I think that we have an expectation of seeing a lot out of that camera, because it can't be. It's going to have to be better than what we see on the Mini 2 because it's got the bigger sensor. That's what they're selling us.
Right.
And if it's not, then, I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Yeah. Again, you're right. It has to be a big step up. It can't. It's got to be a big step up from any Hudson or Fimi camera we've seen yet, and yeah, it's got to be at least as good as the Mini 2 or better.
Totally agree.
I mean, the Mini 2 is a good camera. So if it's just on par with it, if it's on par with the Mini 2 and it has all these other whiz bang features, we could, we can live with that.
Yep.
But anyhow, it's all speculation till the 5th. Hopefully we will, stop just talking ifs and maybes and whatever, and have some definites on the 5th. We'll see a little sample video. Now, sometimes we get full of these sample videos. I think it was the Hubson 2 or one of those drones like that. They kept all the videos from the company kept doing all these night shots. These guys are flying over the bridge, and it kind of hid the issue. They had the lens flare issue because they flew at night.
Yeah. Well, and listen, Ron, we're kind of seeing the same thing with this Mini. We're not seeing anything real other than they look to me like they're CGI approximations of the drones. So
I don't think we've seen anything but computer-oriented graphics.
Yeah,
from pictures of the drone, video from the drone, anything. It's all. But you said this Saturday we expect to see the real deal.
This should be the big deal, right?
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Yeah.
Oh, totally and of course, even if they do show the world's greatest video, we still have to actually see it from a real person that has the drone.
Exactly. Yeah, ultimately, and you're exactly right, Ron. When do you believe what the drone can do? When I see somebody like Ron Brown flying it, or
somebody actually paid money out of their own pocket for the drone.
Right. Somebody like John Coopy or Ryan Duvall or somebody that bought that drone and they're flying it, and we'll see what it can do.
And maybe not so much somebody that was sent the drone for review and their whole income is based on how many drones they sell off their links.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Not knocking anybody in particular, whatever. But some people that are sent drones for review, even though they do make money off links, some of them are still brutally honest.
Yeah.
Some aren't.
Yep.
So anyhow, I guess that's all we have for you. So, Marcus, unless you had something else.
No, that's about it, Ron.
So folks, here's your orders. Go, a day's kind of, if you didn't watch this video until late in the day, go enjoy your barbecues, your cookouts, all your, spending time with all your loved ones and relatives, because in many states now, the COVID restrictions have let up. In New Jersey, just as of Friday, you don't have to wear your mask. In most locations anymore, the mask are, here and there, they're still required, but for the most part, you don't have to wear your mask now, so the gatherings are allowed this year. So, we've come a long way in a year, and I want to thank everybody that contributed to getting us where we are today as far as getting past the COVID.
That's a fact, and it is a whole different summer this year, that's for sure. And boy, I'm thankful for that as well, Ron.
All right. On that note, we're out of here, and we will be back next week. Hopefully we'll have some good drone news. We know we'll have Hubson news, so we will see you then.
Bye.